We founded Birmingham United and started the climb to the Premier League with promotion to the 3rd division. But Birmingham City have been relegated to League One, which means we're gonna run into our local rivals for the first time. They also have new owners, so now both of these teams are building with the goal of making it to the Premier League. Now we've got great young players like Jazzy Parker and Jacob Shepherd, but Birmingham City also has good players like Joe Bellingham and Tahith Chong. And I think only time will tell which of these teams is gonna have the better youth players. Well, our goal this season is to build a team for the future. We've had troubles with fights on the training ground and players partying, so it's up to us to decide who's gonna stay and who's gonna go. I'm gonna build around Jazzy Parker, Jacob Shepherd, and Finn Harper. These guys have been with us since season 1, and I think they're worth building a team around. And our star defender, Harry Thompson, is young, but he's been a problem in the dressing room and he's still suspended for 2 months at the beginning of this season, so I'll be keeping a close eye on him this year. The only player that actually has been sold is Diego Vargas because he demanded a transfer last season. One of our best young players has headed off to Swansea. So now it's time to hit the market. First up, it's Jonathan Barnes, a center back, to cover while Thompson is still out on suspension. We also bring in Jerome Sinclair, a player with Premier League experience who grew up in Birmingham. And don't think we forgot about our favorite player, Brooks Lennon from last season. His loan deal ended, but he signs on a permanent transfer. Just like last season, he'll be going into midfield because his technical stats are great for League One. It means Jacob Shepherd is going to be on the bench. This kid needs to develop more than just his great long shots if he wants to be starting over any of our midfielders. So we got some great youth players on the bench, but if any of them want to be playing this season, they need to show us why they deserve a starting spot. So we kick off the season. The fan base has been growing a ton, and for the first time, we fill out our shared home stadium. And it's a bright start. All of the new signings look great, especially Brooks Lennon in midfield, absolutely cleaning everything up. And our first real chance comes on the counter here. Jazzy Parker, looking to take on the back line, is pushed down. It's a penalty. Parker looks like he might be having another great season as he converts our first goal. And as the season rolls on, we're still looking very sharp offensively. Sinclair with the bicycle kick assist for Parker again. This kid is looking so good this season, but it's not all great. Our defense is looking pretty weak, if I gotta be honest. We're missing Thompson in that back line, and it's costing us points. 10 games into the season, we're pretty far down the table, so something's gotta change. And that something is Harry the Hammer Thompson. His suspension's done, and he's going straight back into the lineup. Hopefully his attitude holds up because he is a great player. And he doesn't look like he's missed a step at all. 9 months out, and he's still one of the best players on the pitch. This guy shuts everything down. And with a clean sheet on the line, I think we can always rely on this offense to score goals. Jazzy Parker, oh my God, gets better every passing game. Thomas Reynolds with the setup for the captain, and Liam Morgan finishes. It's a beautiful goal. And now with Thompson holding that back line firm, we're actually starting to win some games. So we're actually doing all right. We're looking at a mid-table finish this year. And up next, it's the first ever Birmingham Derby. This is a huge occasion, City versus United. Well, even though this is the first time these teams have played each other, the atmosphere is crazy here at St. Andrews, and we don't have to tell the players, you gotta be up for games like this. Jazzy Parker sneaks through Armstrong, opening chance, and it's off the post! Nothing yet, and then at the same post in the second half, City with the chance. Gardner is saved by Finn Harper. Great stuff from the young goalkeeper. The chances keep coming. Reynolds plays it through. Lennon looking for a way past Parker. Chest down, shot. It's another goal. Well, the teenager is carrying us this season, and his special goal is enough to win our first ever Birmingham Derby. That is huge. And we're doing well in the top half of the table now. The only downside is these youngsters who aren't getting much game time are pretty unhappy on the bench. So we have a meeting with the team to make things clear. The best players make the starting 11, so if you want in, show me why you deserve it. And this inspires one of our youngsters. Jacob Shepherd has worked hard for 2 seasons. Looking at his stats, he's a great long shooter, but outside of that, he doesn't really deserve to be starting. But he started doubling down to stay late in training and work on attributes like long passing and set pieces. It shouldn't be long before this kid improves a lot because we know he can strike a ball. Now, if he can translate these skills onto the pitch, I don't see any reason why he can't become a starter for us. But he's still got more to prove. He's not starting games just yet, but Shepherd would get his chance here as the captain, Liam Morgan, comes in for a yellow card worthy challenge, and at halftime, we're gonna replace him. And on comes Jacob Shepherd. Show us what you've been working on, buddy. And here we have it, the defensive work. We would not have seen that out of him just a month or 2 ago in the crossfield ball. That is exactly what he's been practicing in training, and this could be be shaping up for a goal. Thomas Reynolds breaks free, the chance, the goal, and it is all made by Jacob Shepherd, who stepped up huge this season, and he's impacting games. But that doesn't mean he's lost any of those amazing long shot abilities either. Oh my lord, this guy's a sniper from distance, and he scores a goal of his own, and is deservedly the talk of the post-match press conference, and the players in the dressing room take notice. The other youngsters are looking up to him, and we see that work ethic spilling over into the other young players on the team in training. They are practicing very well, and now the team seems like we're building something special. And I think it's time to show that. With the FA Cup up next, we take on Birmingham City again, and the young players want minutes. The FA Cup is the place to do it. Whitehead starts at center back, Sean Gibbs also starts at center back, and Arthur Bowden at left back. 3 of the young players in this back line. This is a big sign of faith in them, and the offense flowing as always. Jazzy Parker, little dink over the top, Thomas Reynolds with the chance, makes a mess of it. Our striker has been poor this season, but the young players are looking great. Chance in behind is closed down by Sean Gibbs. What an absolute beast in this back line. Now, it's been a scrappy game so far, but we could do the double over our fiercest rivals here if we can just find one goal. Jazzy Parker just before halftime, dancing around the defense, still going. Oh my god, this kid has a bright future ahead of him if he keeps playing like this. But City get a late chance off of a set piece, never rule them out of a Birmingham derby. They score the header. We're back on level terms. Only 3 minutes remaining in this one. It's gonna come down to the wire. Morgan plays that through for Parker again. Great footwork, and he is just dancing past defenders like they're not even there. Still going. Jazzy Parker with the chance, and you know what? That's poor from the goalkeeper, but we'll take it. The last minute goal from our teenage superstar is enough to carry us through. So we carry on in the FA Cup, and now it's back to the league, where the players march on with high spirits. The dressing room is extremely positive for the first time in a while. But some of the players in our team are never far from drama, and Harry the Hammer Thompson, who's stripped of possession and then goes in for the recovery tackle. That's a nasty one. Words are had after the play as the players scream at each other, but then the news breaks after the game. Harry Thompson is accused of crossing a line with inappropriate abuse hurled at the other player. This guy's behavior is a problem. That was the final straw. He might be our 3rd best player, but we cannot deal with this kind of attitude any longer. I'm putting him on the transfer list, and you guys won't believe who picks him up. Our rivals, Birmingham City, are interested in keeping this player in League One, and because we so desperately need him off this team, we sell for a reasonable price. There's no doubt he's a great player, but I think it's way better for the dressing room that this happened, and it won't be the last we see of the Hammer. But this season's about the future, and we reward Sean Gibbs with a spot in the starting 11 because he's earned our trust with a great work ethic. And on top of that, there's room for one more. Our young winger, Freddie Best, is the best player left in our academy, and he's looking to get called up. So I'm gonna call him up into the first team, and with the FA Cup coming up next, I'm gonna go ahead and give Freddie Best a chance to show what he's got. We'll get him a real face scan next season, but for now, he starts, and so does Matthew Hobbs, our young striker who has the chance to start with Reynolds being poor this year. So here we go. Bowden plays through Freddie Best. His first touch is on the ball in a Birmingham United jersey, and he looks like he's got a sharp touch. We're producing a lot of good quality technical players from our academy. Matthew Hobbs looking for the return pass, almost finds Best. It's good link-up play from our youngsters. I think we can really impress people in this FA Cup if we keep performing. Good save from Finn Harper. The goalkeeper has been repaying our faith in him this season, and the team is passing so well. That link-up play is great. Best puts another ball in. No goal, but we're certainly knocking at the door as we come into the second half, but not enough to separate the teams just yet. Top of the box here, Hobbs keeps the ball moving. It's great play here as Liam Morgan flicks it through. It's a handball just at the edge of the area. Well, free kicks are something Shepherd has been practicing a lot recently. Can he get it up and over the wall on this one? Jacob Shepherd with the chance, and off the crossbar and in. It is beautiful from our young central midfielder. He is making the difference this season. Well, we might be finishing mid-table in the league this season, but the FA Cup dream is still alive. And up next, we have Leicester in the round of 32. This is the biggest test Birmingham United has ever faced, but we keep our faith in the young players and they keep starting. And truth be told, they deserve to keep starting with the great performances our under 21 players have been putting in this season. Arthur Bowden shuts down Soumaré. That is a great play from the left back. He has looked so bright this season. Whitehead with the interception. Our defense is holding strong against a Premier League team. This is not bad at all, and Freddie Best, who's looked really sharp since coming out of the academy, plays through Arthur Bowden, a menace on that left-hand side, and then played through is Matthew Hobbs, who scores his first goal for Birmingham United against the Giants. We are playing in the FA Cup. What a breakthrough season it's been for so many of our young stars. But the game is far from over. We have to be very careful here as we cling on defense. It's a chance for Poulsen. That's one of the worst finishes I've seen in a while, but it benefits us as we keep going here. The shot from outside the box is saved. Finn Harper is having a sneakily good season again. This guy is the man in big occasions. And then with only seconds remaining, Leicester City puts it in. Another save from Harper, and how has that not gone in? We hang on, and the huge upset. Birmingham United take down Leicester City, but it won't get easier from here. Up next, we have Arsenal in the round of 16. And you know what? The young guys have been so good in this run. I'm not going to drop them against Arsenal. And even though there are higher rated players on the bench, I think we're building a core of really talented youth. Are we going to be underdogs going into this game? Yes, but maybe that'll suit us. We'll see. The fan base keeps growing with this miracle run that's happening, and thanks to the great example set by players like Shepard, it seems like faith is at an all-time high with this team, and it really feels like anything could be possible. It's all Arsenal in the beginning of this one as we cling on defense, and then Sean Gibbs with the poor challenge gets a red card. He's been good since being called upon this season, but that's that inexperience creeping through. Matthew Hobbs' night is over as we bring on another center back. John Barnes is coming on. It's going to be a long rest of the game here, down a man against Arsenal, but Jazzy Parker rides out a challenge, still going. Oh my God, he is putting on a show out there, and even Premier League defenders can't keep up with him. But we have no goal to show for it, and as Arsenal keep the game going on against 10 men Birmingham, they score the opening goal. It's going to be a hard climb back from this one, but never say never. This team has a lot of fighting spirit and some players who are looking to prove a point here. Freddie Best chests the ball down, good control, ball over the top is a searching one for Jazzy Parker, who, without a striker in the team, picks up the slack and scores a goal. This kid is always capable of something special. So now Birmingham looking to just sneak our way through this somehow. We are clinging on for dear life in the back line, but our players are holding firm against Arsenal, which is no easy feat. But as the game grinds on, it's clear we don't have a lot left in our locker as they continue to thrive with possession, scoring a goal to take them in front. And it all goes downhill from that. They score a third, and then with only minutes left on the clock, go on to put in a fourth. Well, we tried our best. Our FA Cup dream is over for now, but we really put ourselves on the map this season. And we're looking at a mid-table finish in the league, but we have one thing left, and that is the final game against our rivals, Birmingham City. Neither team's getting promoted this season, so this one is all about pride. And it's a return for Harry Thompson, who faces off against his old team, but he is met by boos from the fans. They are backing the team and the manager because we've shown what we can do this season, and players that don't show the drive or the attitude to succeed here will be out. It's only the third time these teams have played each other, but you can tell the rivalry is really building. Shot from distance is blocked. It's going to be a handball. The opening chance of the game goes to Birmingham City. This is the chance for Finn Harper. Oh my Lord! He is clutch in big moments, and the goalkeeper saves us yet again. But then the next chance falls for Harry Thompson. It's cleared off the line. This guy's given us a run for our money. I don't regret the decision to sell him, but there's no doubting he's a talented player. Matthew Hobbs with the next opportunity, and it's blocked by Harry Thompson. Well, our former player playing for our rivals is absolutely blocking our path to victory here as the game still remains scoreless. And then that ball slipped in through for Hogan. This is an opportunity for Birmingham City, and Lecco scores with only 15 minutes remaining. Now this could spell trouble, and as we're running out of time here late in the game, maybe one more opportunity. Parker, and he's taken down by Harry Thompson. The whistle blows. That's it. We've lost our first game to our rivals, but the bright side is neither of us are getting promoted, so we'll see them again next season. We finished mid-table. This year was all about building. We had so many youth stars break out, and we'll keep going with a push for promotion next season. Also, go check out my Patreon. I'm starting to offer faces and kits and the mods I've used in this series that you can use yourself if you're on PC. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be back soon with the next episode. Hope to see you there.